Here we have a table for a monthly budget for 3 months, and we need to calculate some things. We need to calculate the totals, find the minimum and maximum values, and calculate the average value for every month. We will see how to use the AutoSum function and how to find some functions and apply them in Excel. First of all, when we're using some functions, we need to select the cell we want to calculate the value. So I will select the cell E5, and we will have to calculate the sum of those 3 values for the first row, rent. The best option to calculate these things really fast is by using the AutoSum function in the Home tab. We can choose some functions that we can calculate on. We can use sum, average, count numbers, maximum, or minimum. So in this situation, we will use the sum function. When we use the sum function, Excel will select those cells. If those cells aren't selected, or you aren't satisfied with how Excel selected those cells, you can always select those cells manually and then click Enter to apply the function. When we apply the function for the first row, we can now use the function to apply it to other rows by pulling and dragging the most right bottom corner of the cell. And now we can apply the sum function for every row. We can apply the same thing for columns. Click on AutoSum. Excel already selected those cells, so I can click Enter to apply the function. And now I can select and drag the bottom right corner of the cell and apply the function to every column. Now we will have to calculate the minimum values, the maximum values, and average values. First, as I said before, we will have to select the cell where we want to calculate, and then I will choose the minimum function. The minimum function will select all cells. I will need only those 4, so I will reselect those cells manually, and then I can select Enter to apply the function. The same principle goes for the max function. I will select the cells and then press Enter, and also for the average function. The dragging of the function can be done in every direction. I can select these 3 cells and then drag the right bottom corner of the cell and apply these functions to all those columns. And that's how we calculate the simple functions inside Excel.